Hi, welcome back. This is Dr. Joe with Mountain Journey. In a previous video I showed how to sharpen and set up a hollow chisel mortiser, but I didn't really show the important parts of the auger tip and exactly how to sharpen that. So I'd like to focus on that so there's no misunderstanding. So we'll do a close-up sharpening of one that's been used and one that's been used just slightly. So we'll sharpen both and take a look at that. So the first thing I want to do is take a marker and mark the most important parts of the bit for sharpening. Let's take a look at those in detail. One is the lifting aspect, and we're going to darken that here, and the undersurface as well. And the other is the scoring edge, the scoring side of this. This portion scores the fibers that are driven into the auger, and they're lifted by this angle or by this edge. It's almost like a planer blade or a chisel blade as this is moving up. The other parts to sharpen, just a small amount, are the point to keep it running true. So we're going to look at all of those three aspects. And again, once that's done, polishing the flutes to help with chip ejection is something that's a real benefit. And of course, polishing the edges of this chisel, which you can see has a nice mirror finish on all four edges right to the very tip, and then using that diamond bit on the inside of this, or if it's a larger bit, you can use a stone such as this ceramic circular stone to very carefully polish the inner aspect of this. And this will be wickedly sharp, but it needs to be so it can shear the fibers, pushing the fibers in so that the auger portion of the bit, this is the chisel, this is the auger, will then score it and lift it and bring it up through these flutes out the ejection port on the chisel itself. So let's sharpen this. First of all, I have a fine diamond hone made by Easy Lap. Put a little water on that. Then we'll just follow the angle. Just hone this edge. Then we'll take a look at it, and already, look, you can see how that is polished, and we're seeing the shiny metal, not the magic marker. So we'll do just a touch more. And now you can see the shiny portion completely shiny here. Now it's probably developed just, yes, it has a small burr on the back of that, which will turn around this way, and we'll just slightly hone that again. Following the edge of that, and you can see the shiny edge here. So that's part's done, and there's no burr, maybe a very slight burr. That's it. Now for this scribing or scoring part, we will just put this underneath it, and again line it up so it's exactly in line with that. Not making a new profile, following the profile that was cut at the factory. lightly, accurately. Okay, and so you can see now that has created a nice shine right at the very edge, which is the all-important part. And then on the back side, we can just touch it with a buffer or with a strop, again, to finally hone that. The central point can just be touched up a little bit to keep it running true. Just a few passes. There. And finally here. So you can see shiny, shiny, and shiny. A little bit more here on this one. So that's the sharpening of the auger portion of the hollow chisel mortising bit. Not much on the point, just a little bit, just to keep it nice. And again, equal amounts on all three sides will maintain the geometry of that. So you can see the tip, how the edges of that are shiny. That's good to go. That's good to go. So those are the most important parts of that, of the auger portion of the hollow chisel mortiser. Let's sharpen a larger bit. This is a 1/2 inch bit, and I've used it quite a bit. I made 12 large mortises for an English garden bench, and the bit has become somewhat tarnished, darkened, and let's restore that edge. So you can see here the edge is dark, the scoring edge is dark, and we're going to restore that nice edge. Alright, so let's hone this. Again, a little water on the fine diamond, and again staying right on the bevel that was created when the bit was made. Do a few strokes of that and take a look. Wow, that restored that fast. So we can see how that edge has been restored, and that's really about it for that. Now we're going to do the opposite side. Again, staying true with the edge that was created. And just a touch here. You can see that that edge now is been really restored here and here. Now we'll take care of the scribe, or the shearing portion of this. And again, staying true with the shape. Hone this with the fine diamond rasp. Let's see how that looks. Pretty good, but I didn't quite get down to the edge. We'll change our angle just slightly. Not a lot, just to... How does that look? Better. So you can see the angle is coming along, or the edge. Almost got it. And there you go. That is honed. That is fine. That is all polished there. Now, it may have raised a slight burr here, which I'll then take off either with the strop, which you've seen me do, which is easy, or with the buffing wheel, but I think we'll take it off with the strop. So this is my strop, and again I got a very fine wire edge to that. I'm going away from the cutting edge. So that's taking care of that. After I use the chisels, I want them to be resharpened so that when I'm ready to using them again, they're ready to go. There's nothing worse than grabbing a tool and realizing, ugh, I've got to sharpen it. So I hone these up, and if we keep them honed up, we don't need to do too much. So what we'll do is we'll hone these on. These are 16,000 Sharpen glass stones, and because I've polished this to that point already, we're just going to do a number of fine passes here on the stone, each one of the 4 surfaces. That should probably do it. So again, you can see that high polish on the edges, right at the edge of the cutting surface. That is really, really sharp, and you never want to touch these. They're wickedly sharp, these points. And if we felt the need, I might run this through that diamond bit just a little bit, just to give it that final hone. But you can see the beautiful polish on the edges here, here. That is flat, and this is very sharp. Just for completeness sake, I'd like to share with you again the honing of the inside of the hollow chisel mortiser. We have a fine diamond stone. The set comes with a coarse and a fine stone, but all we need is the fine stone. We'll turn on the drill press, and I'll do my best just to hold it nice in there. Then I'll feel for the edge. There's a very, very slight wire edge which will take off either on the strop or on the stone, and we'll do this bit as well. Very light pressure. Yep, I got a little bit of a wire edge which will take off on the 16,000 grit stone again. So I reflattened my stone because I like to see these extremely flat, and then we'll take the wire burr off by just a small honing on the back side again with the pull stroke. So this bit is good. Yeah, look at the polish on the edge here. You can see that mirror, that reflective surface. And then we'll do the same on the 3/8 bit. There's a little bit of drag on that. And that took it off. I can feel it because it became very, very smooth as I pulled it back. So these bits are sharp and ready to be used next time. Again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please comment. I'd love to share with you comments and some tips if I can make things better. And if you click the like button, you'll see the new videos as they come up. Thank you again. Stay safe.